Edco Limited, West 134 City, Wind Counters, Wagner, Wedge. Wind Counters, the wine of life, recommended by over 10,000 doctors. 10,000 doctors? 10,000 I wouldn't even believe that shit today. Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, Noodle here, and today we're back with a new playthrough. This is called the 39 Steps. I don't know anything about it. Apparently it's after a book, but I don't read, so yeah, I ended up picking this up on Steam. If you like this game, you can pick it up there too, and yeah, we're going to get started. Jesus Christ, it is very loud. I like the intro. It's very like James Bondish. I'm all about that life, I guess. John Bullchance, espionage thriller, directed by Simon Meek. I knew it! Espionage! Like, art by Paul Scott. That would be a really terrible knife, actually, if you think about it. That probably wouldn't be the best knife to wield. Okay, there's a lot of them. They must have got them in bulk sale. It's a very nice opening. I like that they put the credits in the opening like this. I'm always a fan of like movies that do this. Video games now, I guess, are on that list of things I like. You know, cool credits in the beginning. Get them out the way, you know, so people know. So people know. I'm drinking a beverage right now too. Nick Underwood, Benny Young, Ian, all these people. I don't know who they are. Ramen Liang. I got nothing. Crawford Logan, Christopher Donald, Callum Cuthbertson, they mean nothing to me. Billy Mack, Greg Hemphill, and Mark McDonald. Mark McDonald sounds familiar. Definitely sounds familiar. I didn't even grab a pen. I don't know if I had to be taking notes or anything. Oh well. We'll wing it. Hey, the Library of Scotland. Great. The Observer, the Scotsman's publication. So I take it this is like from Scotland? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say that's from Scotland. I'm probably gonna get all kinds of hate in the comments like, Noodle, I can't believe you've never read the 39 Steps. It's like the greatest American, you know, a novel ever. And I'll be like, it's from Scotland. They make the greatest Scottish novel ever. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't read books. Reading's for nerds. Player name. That's me. Player 1. I'm Noodle. Playtime, 2 minutes, wonderful, all credits. I got no cards, no awards, no events. I'm very boring. Reading options, original text, no dialect, no subtitles, Gaelic, original text, that's fine. Okay, I guess, let's continue. Rotate your mouse clockwise to advance the text. What? Anti-clockwise makes you go back. Oh. Do I have to go fast? When you reach the end of a string of text, you will see a diamond. Simply left-click anywhere to advance the scene, moving the story forward. Okay. Alright. The 39 Steps is largely a pointer-free experience. Okay. I'm just rotating my mouse. But when you see one, that's your cue to interact. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Apartment. Great. I'm going in blind. I have no idea about this game. Some locations can be explored. When... Oh, shit. Okay. I'm getting the hang of it. When in explore mode, you can click and drag the mouse to look around. Hello? How do I do this? You can also interact with glowing objects. Wonderful. Alright, there we go. Glowing object. Okay, well, what's this? I want to look at this picture. I can only interact with this, apparently. Click image to zoom, drag or arrow keys to move. Oh! I didn't need to zoom it in. I can read it. Dear Mr. Hanny, welcome to England. I do hope your journey from Rosadelinia was not too arduous. Would you like to come into the bank? and we can discuss matters regarding your Rosdanian mining shares. If you please make an appointment with the clerk, Mr. Soup, on Temple 6733. Yours sincerely, Mr. Edward Ansley, manager, Bennings Bank. That's like the worst English accent, by the way. You don't have to tell me that. Everybody who's from England will be like, Jesus Christ, Noodle, don't ever fucking do that. What? Show text? Wow. Like, it's not that hard to read. I guess maybe there will be like handwritten stuff later on. Okay, that's fine. Great. Can I look at other things? Drawers, maybe? Anything? No? No? Alright, I guess I'm done. Awarded to graduate! Wonderful! Wait, whoa. I missed something. Congratulations, you made it through our short tutorial and have been given an award for your efforts. There are 15 more of these to collect. How do I... God, I'm so bad at this moving thing. You will shortly begin your journey through the 39 steps. All progress will be autosaved, but you can use bookmarks to manage your progress and revisit key scenes. Right-click or hit spacebar to return to the main menu during play. There's also access pause. New event, the wrong ditch. Okay, so I found out I could just like left-click, and it moves me forward. Okay. Select the first event to begin. Jesus Christ, look at all these events. The wrong ditch. Richard Hanley is living in London, England. He yearns for more interesting life. I know, I just skipped letters and stuff. No big deal. I guess. The wrong ditch. Wonderful. May 19... What? Oh, Monday. Jesus Christ. London, England. I'm assuming they're not going to have voice actors. I could be wrong, though. They had, like, a full cast, so I would assume that they had, like, real actors. And they wanted to know if it was, like, in Gaelic and stuff, so. I returned from the city on that May afternoon, pretty well disgusted with life. I had been 3 months in the old country and was fed up with it. Oh. Oh, very pretty. I'm liking this already.
Richard Hannay, you have got into the wrong ditch, my friend, and you had better climb out.
I can interact with things. Richard Hannay. The present, the child, teenager, working man, the soldier, the carer. Let's think about the child. The child. My father had brought me out from Scotland to South Africa at the age of 6, and I had never been home since. I grew up in Cape Colony, which was then under British rule. Oh, look, what a strapping young lad. Teenager. I spent much of my time by the Zambezi, where I would fish. There are several hundred species in its waters, including the infamous tigerfish and Zambezi shark. The wide open spaces of the Veld also interested me greatly, and the various methods of survival in such an uncompromising landscape. Working man. I had earned my pile, not one of the big ones, but good enough for me. I had put in 3 years prospecting for copper in German Damaraland and spoke with the German tongue pretty fluently. Jesus Christ. I went on to become the mining engineer in Kimberley, where I was instrumental to the formation of De Beers Consolidated Mines. The diamond mines were a rough business, with countless good men lost in horrific accidents. Yeah, diamond mining, no joke. The soldier. I served the British forces during the Maybelline conflict and was decorated for my role. I served 2 years with the Imperial Light Horses and was an intelligence officer at Delagoa Bay in the Second Boer War. I lost many friends during those wars. The carer. My final years in Africa were in the municipality of Bulawayo, where I had fought during the Matabele War and resided once again with my father, who had taken ill. After he died, I decided to leave the Cape and head back to the old country. The present. A lot of imperialist ladies asked me to tea to meet schoolmasters of the New Zealand and editors from Vancouver, and that was the most dismal business of all. I had no real pal to go about with, which probably explains things. Plenty of people invited me to their houses, but they didn't seem much interested in me. I had counted on stopping in London for the rest of my days, but from the first I was disappointed with it. It was the best, I was the best bored man in England. I don't know what that means. Here I was, 37 years old, sound in wind and limb, with enough money to have a good time, yawning my head off all day. I collected Richard Hannay. I had a long drink and read the evening papers. They were full of the row in the Near East, and there was an article about Carlides in the Greek primer. Jesus Christ. These words are too big for Noodle. From all accounts, he seemed the big one man in the show. The one big man in the show. He played a straight game too, which is more than it could be said for most of them. I'll get better at reading, I swear. I just need to get back in the groove of it. Reading bad for Noodle. Look at that ham. That's a good looking ham. Someone had loaded the cylinder player. I felt a deep nostalgia for my homeland of Scotland as Anne Laurie filled the room. Sorry. Collect the newspapers. Show text, I guess. The Observer, Monday, Sunday, 17 May 1904. Okay, let's see what they got here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cecil Restaurant. Great. Hotel Great Central. Cool. It's got Wardenclyffe rooms. The finest suite in London for diners, balls, weddings, and public receptions. Accommodation for 50 guests. Wow. Cocktails ready to use. Martini, Manhattan, dry gin, Mayfort. Sample bottle free by post on receipt 4-6. Cool. Bath Hydro Hotel. They have lots of, like, they put a lot of work in this. What's this? Oh, here we go. Fashions for men. Choice of cloth for a lounge suit. Oh, let's read this. Some clothes put patterns and some colors never go out of fashion. The patterns are anybody's property. Even the maker of shoddy will imitate them well enough to deceive the average man. His colors will not be right, and the degree of badness will be very marked after the cloths have been worn for a week. Still, the imitations of the real thing can be good in their way, as good as you can expect for a very little money. As an example of what I mean, I may mention the dark blue flannels with patterns of white stripes. Nothing new about that. A suit of that kind is fashionable every summer. Does it not strike you that a tailor who sets himself to make a suit of that kind handicaps himself? Therefore, his success, if he is successful, is all the more remarkable. He has taken an ordinary cloth, ordinary as regards to the pattern, and converted it into extraordinarily good suit. His success is therefore more meritorious than it would have been if he had used a cloth of not an ordinary kind. I had said that the suits of dark blue with white striped patterns are always more or less fashionable in the summer. In the opinion of Mr. Pope of Kingsway, the fashion of these suits will be marked this summer. Of course, Mr. Pope is well aware of the fact that this style of suit is not new, but I'm conveyed that he gets a certain amount of new style into each suit he makes because no two men are exactly alike. Mr. Pope, having studied each customer for himself, makes each man a different kind of suit, different, that is, in regard to the little details. Man, they put a lot of, like... Yeah, Big Flying Races, the British and German Programs by Charles C. Turner. At the beginning of the series, a very important contest may be interested to compare British and German programmers to methods. Today, we will see the commencement of Prince Henry Cup competition. Next Saturday, the aerial derby will be flown. Cool! Oh, they don't have these no more. Flying races, super cool. Check out the ever wonderful and probably like one of my favorite movies up there. It's definitely like in the top 20, and that's The Rocketeer. What else do we have here? Let's look at this. Colonial Club fireplace. Let's look at this. Now, the British Empire map of the world. That's cool. So all this was the British Empire. As you can see, they used to say the sun never sets on the British Empire, and that's true at one point, and now it's not so true. As you can see, they took over all of England. I noticed Afghanistan isn't here yet. They haven't gotten there yet. Portions of Africa. That's funny, they got South Africa. I thought the Dutch took that over. I guess they took it over later. Then you have Australia, wonderful. New Zealand, that's great. Let's see what else we have here. Canada, America's hat, wonderful. What is this? Guinea, Papua New Guinea. And Belize. It's Belize. That's where I want to go, everybody. New Zealand. Well, first I need to go over here to that's Brisbane. Where's Melbourne? Everybody's pointing at their map. It's right there. Learn geography, Noodle. No, seriously, where's Melbourne? Look at Victoria, Adelaide, Tasmania, Sydney, Brisbane. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Melbourne, Australia. That's where I want to go. I know a lot of people want to go to Sydney. That's a tourist trap. But I want to go to Melbourne. And then after that, I want to go to New Zealand. And then I would be happy. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, let's get back. What else do we have here? We have some stuff on this table. We got a satchel. What's in the satchel? What's in the box? Oh, I gotta open it? Great. Presented to Richard Hannay, intelligence officer, Metabella War, 1897, the soldier of the British Empire. Wonderful. There's also a newspaper, the British Informer. We're not gonna read all this. This is a lot. We'll just zoom in on this guy with his epic mustache. That's what I love about English people. They always have like the best facial hair. And they also have wonderful brains outside of their head. And X-ray vision to see outside through the fog to see a car. Wonderful. See, once again, amazing facial hair. Look at that. That's fucking impressive. You would think that his beard would blend in with the mustache, but it's almost like he has an outside beard, a goatee, and a mustache all on top of each other. It's fantastic. And, of course, you thought Facebook had the hand first. Nope, Borwick's had the hand first. And, yep, looks like there was a baby stolen. A hurry call with the Projects of Life Publishing Company. The work circulating. Many a times I've beaten the dog in the olden days, but what chance now? Ah, because he's got a car now. Ah. Weak, anemic, nervy rundown. Don't let your life be clouded by indifferent health. Don't suffer needlessly. Don't remain weak, anemic, nervy, rundown. Let Wincarians, the wise of life, give you new health, new strength, new blood, new nerves, and new life. Wincarnis is a tonic and restorative, a blood maker, and a nerve food. All combined with one clear, delicious beverage. It strengthens the weak, gives new rich blood to the anemic, new nerves to the nervy, sleep to the sleepless, new vitality to the rundown, and a new life to the ailing. Wincarnis does not contain drugs. Buy a bottle today. Begin to get well free. Send for liberal free trial. Bottle of Wincarnia is not a mere taste, but enough to do you good. Enclosed 3 penalty stamps to pay postage. Coleman, Edco Limited, West 134 C. Wincarnia's where ignore wedge. Wincarnia's the wine of life, recommended by over 10,000 doctors. 10,000 doctors. 10,000 I wouldn't even believe that shit today if they were like, "Yo, Prozac, Paralis does amazing shit, recommended by over 10,000 doctors." 10,000 doctors? You're full of shit. Especially back in those days. Jesus, 10,000 doctors. I'm glad I read that. I feel outlandish right now. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, I can look around a little bit. Just a little bit. Can I look more this way? Can I look more this? I want to look at the brandy. No? I guess that's it. I'm done. Alright, let's get out of here. I have no idea how long I've been recording. About 6 o'clock, I went home. I'm in a helicopter. What? My flat was the first floor in a new block behind Lagnum Palace. Or Place. Jesus Christ. Enter! Sure. There was no restaurant or anything of that sort, and each flat was quite shut off from the others. Examine. Hannay, is that me? Oh, Jesus. No, we're going to need the text on this one. Dear Richard, how is London? I do hope Paddock is looking after you well and that your luck on the horses is lasting out. 10 to 1, is it? It is. Now here's the tale for you. Last month in the Calaria, I found myself in a tight spot. After 2 days on the plane, I lost my way and could not find the river. I was forced to go without water for 3 days and 5 without a morsel of food, save for a few more mopane worms, an excellent source of protein which steered away from starvation. Was that it? I feel like there should have been a lot more to that. Oh, I must have misclicked. Then I ran into an old chief who I owed money. Because of my debt, he refused to help me, so I had to continue on my feet. The desert is not kind to any man, but I made it out with the man. And the man in Tanganyika sold me a Rhodesian Ridgeback, which will be my partner in my future hunts. Okay. I have named the animal Shaka after the old Zulu chief and will take him to the Congo with me where I will go for the elephants. I plan to leave next week if I can get my new rifle finished in time. Yours, Peter Pinyar. Wow, Peter, it seems like you are just full of shit. But hey, you know what? That's fine. You're in Africa. I'm in England. I'm living the life. You are hunting elephants and starving to death next to no river. Ascend! Oh god, that transitioned very quickly. Open! Draw the symbols as they appear. Okay. That's very weird. It's like they tried to give this game some sort of element of, like, playing.
Paddock? That's me home. I'll be heading out for dinner.
Paddock? I hate servants on the premise, so I had a fellow to look after me who came by in the day. Oh. He arrived before 8 o'clock every morning and used to depart at 7, for I never dined at home. It's a ghost. Oh, don't do that. I've been yawning. I'm very tired. I'm not understanding what's going on in this game. Okay, so he made his fortune mining out diamonds, and then he decided that after his dad died, he's going to come back to England. And basically, he's bored all the time. That evening, I dined at the Cafe Royal and then headed elsewhere for entertainment. I hope it's a strip club, because Jesus Christ, we need some excitement in our life. All we read was a newspaper and a fucking boring-ass letter about some dude who exaggerates too much. Leicester Square. Alhambra! I like music halls. The countless music halls of London were one way of passing the evening away. Farces of all styles played a conspicuous part in this Bill's week. Oh. Okay. On this particular evening, I wandered to Leicester Square, where the more resplendent theater varieties could be found. A show at the Alhambra caught my eye, though one could never be quite sure of the act until it had been seen. Okay. It was a silly show. I did not stay long. Jesus, this guy is a fucking Debbie Downer. Because he doesn't like comedies. Oh, I thought that was a riverboat for a second. I was like, that's too fucking cool. I love riverboats. On the way home, I gave half a crown to a beggar because I saw him yawn. He was a fellow sufferer. Oh my god, that's awesome. I made a vow. I would give the old country another day to fit me into something. Okay, or else what? Or else you're gonna go back to Africa? Let's go to America. We got titties. If nothing happened, I would take the next boat for the Cape. I knew it. I knew it. I miss Africa. Alright guys, that's it. Alright, because I have no idea how long I've been recording. Once again, I didn't start my fucking timer. So thank you everybody, thank you for watching, thank you for joining me here at the 39 steps. I hope this is kind of entertaining. I have no idea what it's about. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna beat this bitch. And so, I mean, even if I get no views, whatevs. I don't give a shit. So there, that's what I got. So thank you everybody, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching. If you made it this long, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.